What is good, everybody? Back at it again, another video. This is going to be an NFC East 4-round mock draft. Not going to do a 7th round because probably about after the 4th round, you're not going to really find anyone who's going to start, especially they're not going to start before injuries happen. And then this is going to be 3 more teams than last time, so I just don't want it to be super long. I'm just going to get right into it. The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, Washington. I'm not going to be biased. It's called pre-mocking, so a lot of times, maybe Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. In our video, he fell to 19, but I think he's a great fit for the Raiders. He's a coverage linebacker, but just because I want him as a Washington fan doesn't mean I'm going to skip him over the Raiders if he's someone that they would probably take. So I'm not going to do that. I did this earlier today. I was trying to do this earlier today, and Jamar Chase went number 2 to the Jets. And I don't think they're going to start James Morgan or pick up Mark Sanchez. So we'll see how realistic this pans out. And so far it looks so good. And I'm not going to do trades either. Trey Lance, the Broncos, Cowboys, number 10. So, yep, Trevor, Zach Wilson, Fields, Pitts, Chase, Waddle over. Okay. Penny Sewell, Rashawn Slater, Trey Lance. You could definitely see them going. Devontae Smith here. You couldn't need the Cowboys. So probably either Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn. I think J.C. Horn has more potential. Right now, who's better though is Patrick Surtain. He's been coached by his dad, who's a very successful corner in the NFL, Pat Surtain. And he's been, coached at such a high level his whole career, but big school, Alabama, I think it's rumored they like Patrick Surtain, so I'm going to go with him. But I think right now, J.C. Horn, I know, Surtain's a better player, but Horn has more potential. And if it weren't for his injury, Caleb Farley would be the best cornerback in this class right away and with potential. But this is his second backer injury now, and there's a 20% chance he's not the same player. And people are saying he might fall the first round, which is a possibility because there's a 20% chance he's not good as a first-round pick, but there's an 80% chance he's great, and that's a risk you're willing to take in the second round. So the Giants here, it's rumored they're going to trade down, and I think that means 2 things. Obviously, they're sticking with Daniel Jones, which they should, but also there's no one worthwhile taking. As you can see, the 2 top tackles in the draft, Rashawn Slater and Penny Sewell, went. They drafted Andrew Thomas in the 1st last year, Matt Purd in the 3rd, and Shane Lemieux in the 5. All had glimpses. Thomas was a bust, though, right now, as Tristan Wirfs was incredible. They should have taken him. But I think they're ever going to trade down, maybe out of the 1st. I think they probably, though, would take Christian Darrisaw at 11, maybe Elijah Vera Tucker, maybe Tevin Jenkins. But I'm not going to trade down just because it's going to get too complicated. So I'm going to go Christian Darrisaw. Oh, well, he's more of a left tackle. Thomas could play right tackle. I'm going to go Christian Darrisaw still, though. I think he's okay, yeah, in 12, too. So the Eagles, Devontae Smith, no question. He clocked in at 6 foot, 166 pounds today. It's a little concerning, but, I just don't think. All right, here with Washington. Yeah. Where did Jeremiah Owusu? Okay, so he's still on board. The Raiders went Tevin Jenkins. I could see that. The Dolphins go Elijah Vera Tucker. They could move Solomon Kinley into center, and then have Eric Flowers left guard, or Vera Tucker, and then Flowers, Vera Tucker, or DJ Fluger, who they just signed a right guard. So now that O-line's young and getting strong. Michael Parsons' character issues, I'm going Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Zaven Collins is a possibility as well, but I'm going to go Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He can run as fast as some cornerbacks. He's pound for pound, one of the strongest players. Just hard hitting. He hits like a tank, but he can run really fast. He can hang with some of the top receivers in college football, running down the field in coverage. You say, oh, that's a safety or a corner, but he's actually considered a linebacker. The Eagles, Devontae Williams went, Jason Owe, Joe Tryon, Travis Etienne. Where'd Najee go? Steelers, okay. I'd imagine they're going corner here. They have a very underrated offensive line if healthy. Lane Johnson, Braden Brooks, Jason Kelsey, Andre Dillard in there. And then I think his name is Jordan Mailata, the rugby player. Asante Samuel, storyline. Not only that, but he's a really good player. I think he's probably the best corner in day 2. Depending on how Eric Stokes to the Bills, he's probably could be in that conversation. Same with Ifeatu Melifonwu out of Syracuse, but his dad played with the Eagles, so it makes sense. The Giants, we went Christian Darrisaw, right? Lineman, left tackle, immediate starter in my opinion. Then Pert, Andrew Thomas can battle it out for the other spot. So a lot of people are saying they're going to go corner, but Logan Ryan was a great free safety last year. He can play the nickel because they drafted Xavier McKinney in the second last year to play free safety. Strong safety. Jabril Peppers has been very good. They just signed Adoree Jackson, and then he'll play on the outside of James Bradbury, who's very good. And then they got Darnay Holmes at corner number 4 in the dime, and Julian Love, who can play in the nickel and hybrid safety as he can be a backup. So I really don't think they need corner help. I think they need linebacker help. Jabril Cox, Cameron McGrone, and Chaz Surratt. I want to see where Michael Parsons went. Yeah, okay. I think that's a very good possibility of him going to the Jets. You're betting on the potential. Robert Saleh wants a great player, and he potentially gets one in Parsons if he checks out. Nick Bolton out of Missouri or Jabril Cox pretty much comes down to it for me, or Cameron McGrone. But I'm gonna go Nick Bolton, linebacker to Mizzou. He's not the best coverage guy. They got Blake Martinez, Lorenzo Carter. Blake Martinez was very good last year. Lorenzo Carter was okay. They are a 3-4 defense though, so they do need another linebacker. Cowboys could go offensive line. Could go. Is Pratt Freiermuth still on board? He is. I don't know why I don't think the Jags. Yeah, there's no shot they're taking Etienne. They would probably take Freiermuth. They'll probably take him here. I think there's more needs. They lost Alden Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence on the edge, but he was disappointing. Carlos Basham. Let's just check the interior. Yeah, they do need. I think Davion Nixon. I have him going to the Browns because I think the Jags will pick Barmore at 25 and Merrick in the top of the second round, and then the Browns will pick Davion Nixon as they lose out as Barmore goes one spot ahead. The Washington football team, we went linebacker, could go offensive line. Check on interior first. Creed Humphrey. Okay, where did let's see what the tackles look like. Okay, wow. So I believe in Sadiq Charles more than I do Wes Schwartzer. They did sign Tyler Larson to play center. Could play left guard. Great guy. Veteran player, veteran presence, great leadership. But I don't think Sadiq Charles, especially with the size he's at now, is going to play on the inside. So I think they do need to go interior. Creed Humphrey. I think you're going to Wyatt Davis. A lot of people said he'd be the number 1 interior lineman in the draft, especially at guard, maybe between him and Vera Tucker if it weren't for the injury. But their offensive line was pretty good last year. So you get Sadiq Charles back, and then he's thrown in there, and eventually at left guard, I think it'd be harder to move Creed Humphrey to left guard, even though he might play right away, to maybe Wyatt Davis, who I probably think will be healthy as when the season starts. So the Eagles, we went Asante Samuel, tight end. Haven't traded Zach Ertz. Dallas Goedert's still there, so I don't think that's in play. Pat Freiermuth falls all the way to the Bengals in the 3rd. That'd be a steal. Davis Mills to the Cowboys. I could see that. Okay. Corner, linebacker, safety. So linebacker and safety. Let's see what the edge is. Don't love any of those options. Linebacker, Pete Warner still here. Chaz Surratt's still here. All they really have at linebacker is Alex Singleton. Safety, they're also very weak at. They also lost... have to go Richie Grant. Washington fans would be bummed out. And dang, Fetu Melifonwu goes too. I would have really liked him. I'm going to go corner here. Stinks that he's not there. Paulson Adebo. Went Keith Taylor. He had a great Senior Bowl. Really good Senior Bowl. Little undersized. How big is he? 6'2", 191. So he's tall, lengthy, long-armed, but a little skinny. Tyson Campbell to Georgia. Paulson Adebo. Let's check on safety. Richie Grant just went. I think these guys should probably all be here. Andre Sisco was top 30 next-gen stat player, as in athleticism and production is how they measure that. Wide receiver, Nico Collins. I think Nico Collins is worth it. 6'3", this is just rare size with speed. Not burner speed, but speed. 6'4", 215. Very underrated player. I like him a lot. And Humphreys is kind of an underneath guy, and is he really that good? He's not a future of this team. Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin are great, but they're deep threats and kind of speedsters and burners. And Nico Collins is just that jump ball guy, like a Galladay, but I think a little more of a separator. The Cowboys, so we went Davion Nixon and Pat Surtain. Their safety is still up there. They lost Xavier Woods too, so they got Cedric Wilson and nothing else. Is anything worth taking though? Not really. Edge. Double dip on defense. Patrick Jones, Cameron Sample, Quincy Roche. I don't think so. Linebacker, Pete Werner. I think you maybe go offensive line here. Josh Myers, Ben Cleveland. Trey Smith. Let's go look at tackle too. James Hudson. Flexibility. Can kick inside potentially, as he's 6'4", 302, so he's got the size. Lyle Collins and Tyron Smith, especially Tyron Smith, have been liabilities to stay healthy. Tyron Smith hasn't played a full season since 2015. The Giants. So we went linebacker. If they didn't sign Kyle Rudolph, I'd like to go Brevin Jordan. Could go wide receiver. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tylan Wallace might have to be the pick. Edge, they did lose. Dalvin Tomlinson, but Dexter Lawrence can kick inside. I don't really think there's anyone worth there taking too. I think Tylan Wallace, I know they got Galladay and John Ross. They can move off Sterling Shepard's contract after next year. I just think he's really good and really underrated. Like to see my Vikings taking a lineman, Josh Myers. Alright, so we went Nico Collins, Wyatt Davis, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So the line is fixed. Corner. Tyson Campbell, Paulson Adebo still here. Let's look at safety though. I'm going to go corner. I'm going to go Paulson Adebo. Lengthy, 6'1", 190. Pretty good size. Smart player. Now we're with the Eagles. Just going to like to be able to talk a little faster. Could double dip on corner, but you got Avonte Maddox and Nicole Roby-Coleman, and then Darius Slay. So I don't think so. Could double dip on receiver. We went Richie Grant with him, I think, and Richie Grant, Asante, Devontae, Ooh, Asante and Devontae. Running back is low-key a need just because Miles Sanders can't stay healthy. I like Michael Carter a lot in North Carolina. I'm surprised he's still here. Could double dip on linebacker. Oh, wait, we haven't gone linebacker for them. Yeah, we haven't. Pete Werner, versatile player at Ohio State. Chaz Surratt moved from quarterback to linebacker. Cameron McGrone opted out. I'm going to go Pete Werner. He's been getting a lot of hype recently. Him and Justin Hilliard been kind of battling out for the best linebacker at Ohio State coming out of the draft, as they do have him ranked above Justin Hilliard. Cowboys went corner, interior, O-tackle. Let's see what tight end is still like. Hunter Long, Kenny Yeboah. I like Kenny Yeboah a lot. He's kind of like a poor man's, a little bigger than Kyle Pitts. He just can really go up and get it. He makes plays that kind of remind you of Kyle Pitts when he just has great leaping ability and catching traffic. And I think he honestly could maybe start right away. Blake Jarwin is good, but was injured last year. They do have... Did we go... Oh, wait, did I? Hold up. Okay, I picked him for the Cowboys. They have 2/3, so does Washington. And I think Giants probably will too. The Eagles do. So maybe all four of us will have 2 seconds. Edge, Ali McNeil. Interior, Jalen Twyman. I think you want to go edge now. I think this is a team that probably needs to go all edge. All defense. Cameron Sample, Patrick Jones. Let's take a look at safety. Andre Sisco. I don't know if he... Caden Stearns. I think they need... But this is considered a reach. A little bit of a reach on mock draft, but I just think they need edge help. I think Patrick Jones gives them that. Same with the Giants. And I'm going to go Cameron Sample out of Tulane. They both need edge help. Lawrence can kick inside. I want an Andre Sisco for Washington. Dang. How the Vikings? Andre Sisco, Josh Myers? What else did they take? Dwayne Eskridge? Dang. Pretty good draft class for them. Tight end still on board. No. Running back, is he? Okay. Khalil Herbert, but he's another guy with injuries. Do they have another pick? They do not. Wait. They do not. Okay. I think you gotta give Jalen another weapon. When Miles Sanders is hurt, I'm not a big fan of Corey Clement and all those guys. I think Khalil Herbert is a good option. We want Richie Grant at safety. Avonte Maddox, they've moved around to safety. I just think he's a bit too much to pass up with the potential he has there. I know there's injuries, but not nearly as much as Miles Sanders went. Nick Bolton, Nico Collins, Paulson Adebo, and where is he? Sorry, we went Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, and we went Wyatt Davis. Safety. Free safety, Jacoby Stevens, James Wiggins, Caden Stearns, Paris Ford, Talani Hufanga, James Wiggins. So there's a lot of good safeties on board. Caden Stearns, Jacoby Stevens. Also another guy that was ranked top 30 by Next Gen Stats. And then it's going to be the Cowboys who wrap it up here. Interior offensive line. Didn't we draft the lineman? Yeah, we did. James Wiggins. Oh, they got to go safety. Yeah, James Wiggins, Richard LeCount. I think they just picked best player available here because best player at safety because Cedric Wilson, I think you can move him around. I'm going to go Keaton Stearns out of Texas. And that's going to wrap it up. So I wasn't biased. I think all of these teams, I think this is a great draft for all these teams. But I'm not managing these teams, so probably not all these drafts are going to go well. But like I said, I think the Giants will trade down. I think the Come on, man. Didn't give me the results. Well then. Well, I guess that's a wrap to the video, but tell me what you guys thought. If there was picks you didn't like, picks you disagreed with, but let me know down below. Sorry I didn't get it just glitched and I didn't get to see the results, but yeah, let me know what you think. Peace.